Happy Monday. Welcome to my kitchen part 16. Somebody told me they wanted a tutorial on how I made this Duncan Hines cake. So I'm going to show y'all. I got the icing to match. I really wanted to make a strawberry birthday cake because it's somebody's birthday in the world. And I'm going to make sure that I celebrate with whoever having their birthday. So happy birthday, y'all. I love Duncan Hines and y'all really need to sponsor me because I just love the way that y'all box cakes are able to be made extra. I love to do it extra for my boys and they thoroughly enjoyed this strawberry cake. So what I did was I followed the instructions, which was add 4 eggs to a box cake mix. I did do that. I also added additional ingredients. Okay, so I'm gonna add those eggs. I'm gonna get that started and I'm gonna add heavy whipping cream, y'all, because I'm gonna compound the ingredients. As I'm adding the eggs, I'm gonna add the heavy whipping cream. The heavy whipping cream gives it that moisture and that thickness, that girthiness that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna start mixing the eggs and the heavy whipping creams together. I'm gonna add a little water, okay? And then I'm gonna move right into adding the additional ingredients. Now this cake takes no time. Shout out to Duncan Hines for putting me on game with this strawberry cake. I absolutely loved it. My kids absolutely loved it, and we will be back for more, okay? So I'm gonna add an additional egg, and then I'm just gonna keep repeating the process. As I'm adding the eggs, I'm gonna be looking for a certain consistency. I'm not measuring, y'all. I'm new to the kitchen. I'm just going as far as I can go, and to what my spirit is telling me. If it say, oh, that's too much, I stop right there. If that's enough, I stop right there, and I'm just adding as I go. So I'm gonna continue to add the eggs that are listed on the list of ingredients because I am following the ingredient list. I'm just adding my 2 cents, okay? So after I add these eggs, I'm gonna do a quick hand washing break, but I'm gonna start mixing. I love to hand mix because what I'm actually looking for is consistency when I'm making these cake mixes. So as you can see, it's kind of like thin. The mix is thin, so I'm adding as I go. And I'm gonna begin to mix. I love to mix by hand because I can actually feel the consistency as opposed to just a mixer where I don't know if it's this, I don't know if it's that, because I'm not actually feeling it. And as you can see, I'm lifting my spoon up, pulling it up and down to check and see if it's reached the desired consistency that I would deem appropriate for my family's cake. So I'm just gonna make sure. I love these cakes. If y'all got any recipes or ideas for a new cake, please comment and share and like below and let me know what y'all think I should do next for cakes, because my children love sweets, but I don't want them eating all them Debbie cakes every single day. So I'll be trying to figure out what can I make them at home. See, I'm about to get into it now. Look at me lifting that spoon up because I'm checking for consistency. Then I realized I need to add some oil. So I'm gonna add some corn oil, which is one of the ingredients that's listed, and I'm just gonna add it to my desired texture, okay? So I felt like that was enough, and then I pulled that spoon up. It's still not at the consistency that I'm looking for, okay? So I'm gonna add some more of that cake mix, and I'm just gonna continue to do this interchangeably. I'm gonna add ingredients, mix, check the consistency, and then I'm gonna continue on, okay? This is a process. I absolutely love strawberries. I wish I had some real strawberries, but the strawberries go so quick in my house, but I would have added some real strawberries or even some dried strawberries, okay? So as I'm mixing this cake, I'm gonna be making sure that it is thick. The batter is thick. As you can see, it's thickening up, okay? And that's what we want. We want it thick. We want it like, you know, where I can just lift it up and it's like dripping off the spoon, but it's not dripping to where it's watery, because that's a dry cake and I'm not looking for no dry cake, okay? I want a moist, I want a thick, I want a juicy, I want a plump cake, okay? So now I'm gonna add sour cream. Yes, if you're looking for a richer cake, you're gonna add sour cream. You can't taste it. It ain't like you know it's in there. That's like putting sugar in spaghetti. You don't know the sugar in there. You just know it got a little extra oomph to it, okay? Don't argue with me in the comments about sugar don't belong in spaghetti, because we making cake today. Now, as I'm mixing this cake, I'm adding the ingredients as I go, and I'm making sure that it's at my desired consistency, and I'm hand mixing. So those are the 3 things that I want to highlight here, because they're very important when you're making a cake, because especially like a box cake, because you don't really know how it's gonna turn out. So you just have to add the ingredients and check for consistency. Next, I'm gonna add this Sonic birthday cake pudding inside of my cake mix. Yes, I'm gonna add pudding into my cake mix, and I'm adding a birthday cake pudding because this is a strawberry birthday cake. Happy birthday to the June babies out there. Yes, we love y'all. We love the summer babies. And I'm gonna add that, and I'm gonna just discard of whatever I don't need anymore, and I'm gonna continue mixing, okay? Now, as I'm mixing this in, it's reaching that consistency, y'all. It's reaching the desired consistency that I'm looking for. So I'm going to continue to hand mix this, and then I'm going to bring it over to the sink pretty soon and really get up in there. But that's the consistency that I'm looking for, okay? Now, that pudding mix is going to moisturize that cake, okay? It's going to add a second layer of moisture and richness and fullness to that cake, because we got to compound this cake. Next, I'm gonna get ready to grease up my baking dish, okay? Like and comment underneath these videos, because I might get me a real mixer, but I'm gonna need y'all engagement for that, okay? But I'm gonna add 100% pure avocado oil into my baking dish, and I'm gonna get ready to start placing this batter into the cake pan. Look at my baby, he wanted to say hi, y'all. So I'm gonna start putting my batter into the cake pan, and we finna see how this cake turned out, y'all. I love Duncan Hines, y'all. Shout out to Duncan Hines. Y'all got to sponsor me and my family, because when I pull out that cake mix, my kids be so excited. They said, "Lil Delpy, who? We looking for Duncan Hines around here." So I love that for them, okay? Next, I'm gonna take this cake mix. I ate a little bit, y'all. Don't tell nobody. I added a little more, and I wanted to kind of like free up some space in that bowl. And then I just continue mixing, and I just added the rest, I believe. And so next, I'm going to add this. I'm going to take this mix over to the sink, and I'm going to really get up in there. I'm going to really put my arm and my wrist. I'm going to work my wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. Yeah. It's really like that, because I'm looking for consistency. I'm not just doing this because it looks cute. I'm doing this because I'm looking to reach a desired consistency. Now I'm going to pour this cake mix into my cake pan. I already preheated my oven to 325, y'all. And I'm going to get ready to bake this cake for my family. And it better last 2 to 3 days in this house, okay? Because my oldest son's starting to eat more at home, which I'm super excited about, because he really don't eat at home like that. He's like one of them kids who like to eat fast food all the time. So, and he likes to eat them little cakes and stuff. So I was like, let me start making my kids some stuff they can eat right here at home. And so this is going to be our cake today, y'all. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Like and comment underneath these videos. Drop a hearts in the comments. But this is how it turned out, y'all. Look at that. Look how that knife just bounced on in there like that. Oh, yeah. This cake was absolutely amazing. Look at the inside, y'all. Look at the inside. Oh, yeah, that's cake. Thanks for watching.